So you thought my channel is dead? Well, it is dead, but I'm just here to show my project. So anyway, have you seen this bullshit before? On Instagram, a post featuring a story which tells good things about themselves. Well, today we are going to make something like that, and we are going to make this software in Python. So let's create a new Python file and let's import some libraries. I'm using Pillow library for image editing and stuff, and I'm using this random for randomization of the complements. So here I'm taking name as an input and gender as an input. I'm taking two genders as an input, female and male. So there are only two genders as an input. Just for now, I will add genders later. Please don't get offended. So after we get input from user, we are going to add lies, which are basically an array of lines stored in this variable called lines. So why taking gender as an input is important, because if the input gender is female, then he, she will be she, his, her will be her, and guy, girl will be girl, and or if the entered gender is male, then we are going to correct the grammar for male. So according to the gender input, this line will auto generate itself and will be grammatically correct every time you access it. As you can see, this array of lies start from line 21 and ends at line 156, which is basically 136 lines. And this complements has been stolen from this account, your name fact, and every single complement has been manually entered in the array by me. All complements from all the posts has been entered into the line array. So after we entered complements, we are going to make our image. So this is when we are going to use the Pillow library. As you can see in this line, I'm generating an image with 1000 by 1000 resolution and complete white background, and these are some fonts I'm going to use for the image. For making our image, what we are going to do is take random line from the lines array and store it in text, and here we are going to split it by /n. So here it will print the first line of the complement, then add some pixel value in the y-axis, and then prints the second line of the complement below the first line. This for loop is going to run for 6 times, which means only 6 complements are going to be printed. Now in some cases it can happen that 2 complements are same. This is why I have made and try and except block. So what this does is, if the text is in the history, which is basically this array, if it does find text in the history array, then it will skip this iteration and move on to the next iteration. Or if random chosen complement is not in the history array, then it will add that complement in the history array and print that complement. So that's how 6 of the complements is going to be printed. So now the complement printing is done. Now what we need is, we need to make this rectangle outside of the complement. This is what this line does. It just makes a rectangle throughout the complement area, and this line prints the name as shown in this post, and this line adds a watermark just like this on my image, which says Python script made by my Instagram handle. So this is our image printing. Now we are going to save this image in the same directory with entered name as the file name and .png as the extension for it, and we are simply going to show the image so the user doesn't have to go in the directory and double click the file. So this does all the work for you. Now let me run this file and show you how well it works. So simply going to run this file, enter my name, enter my gender, and here is the output image which was generated by the software. So as you can see, my name is printed first, and then these are some 6 complements, 1 2 3 4 5 6, and these are just basically fake complements. For example, let me just enter my friend's name. His name is Shubham and his gender is male, and as you can see, these are fake complements. I mean, it does show correct output sometimes.